عن ابن عباس رضي الله عنهما قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم نعمتان مغبون فيهما كثير من الناس الصحة والفراغ رواه الترمذي وغيره. The hadith today that I'm sharing with you is something perhaps you've heard before, but I feel it's a nice way to remind ourselves as we begin a new year. We turn over the calendar, and this is a hadith that is narrated by Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, and it is in the collection of Imam al-Tirmidhi and others. And the translation of it is, the Prophet ﷺ said that there are two blessings that a lot of people are neglectful of them. Those two blessings are the blessing of good health and the blessing of free time and opportunity. You can link free time and opportunity together, or lump them together as one. And this particularly, this hadith, I'll read a little bit of what Sheikh Mubarak Puri, who wrote the sharh of this, he wrote the sharh of Tirmidhi. He writes about this. He says, الصحة والفراغ أي صحة البدن وفراغ الخاطر بحصول الأمن. والمعنى لا يعرف قدر هاتين النعمتين كثير من الناس حيث لا يكسبون فيهما من الأعمال كفاية ما يحتاجون إليه في معادهم فيندمون على تضييع أعمارهم عند زوالها ولا ينفعهم الندم حينئذ. He says, Sheikh Mubarak Puri is from India. He wrote a sharh of a Tirmidhi, and what these scholars do is they write what the Prophet ﷺ is implying. He's expecting us to infer. So what they do is they spell that out. So when the Prophet said there's two blessings that people are neglectful of, good health and free time and opportunity, he explains what that means. He says, well, what this means is صحة البدن, good health is that you are well in your body, there is nothing that ails you, nothing that is holding you back. And faragh meaning you have faraghul khatir, your mind is free. Your mind is unoccupied. Your mind is at 100% capacity. It's fully charged. It's not burdened by responsibilities. It's not burdened by worries that other people are worried by. Yes, that's the idea of free time and opportunity, that your mind is free and it's not burdened. And he says that, the people who generally, what the Prophet is implying here is that people generally don't realize how valuable these two things are when they have them, only realizing later when they have lost it. And at that point, it doesn't really help. It doesn't really change anything. The reason why I wanted to share this with you was because as the new year starts, we kind of think of, it's an opportunity to maybe do a reset and think about how to approach the days that are coming forward, and maybe reflect on what has happened in the past. In reality, December 31st and January 1st are just two random days. Yes, there's nothing really different between the two. They're just 2 days connected by the sunset and sunrise. Yes, there's nothing really materially different about them. Any 2 random days in the calendar year, these two are just like those two. But we operate within the construct of a calendar. We organize our lives around a calendar, yes? And when the calendar turns, it is an opportunity to just take a minute to reflect. And the reflection here is particularly about the opportunity that is lost as time passes us by. Right, 2025, subhanAllah, that is, a quarter century. Yes, I do remember we were not too long ago celebrating the turn of the millennium, right? The Y2K year. Some of you might not probably weren't born, but those of us who were remember that as a momentous occasion. And here we are, quarter century has passed us. Subhanallah, the time seems to just be rapidly passing us by. And life also will rapidly pass us by. Before we know it, we are old. Like the poet said, فَيَا لَيْتَ الشَّبَابَ يَعُودُ يَوْمًا فَأُخْبِرَهُ بِمَا فَعَلَ الْمَشِيبُ. Right? He wishes as an old person to tell what to meet his younger self, and to tell his younger self what it's like to be old. Yes? The idea of particularly availing the opportunity that we have. A lot of us who are young here, mashallah, in the audience, you don't have the worries of those who are older. Yes? A lot of us here, in fact, all of us here, are not worried about our lives. We are safe. You walk out the door, alhamdulillah, you're safe. There's no bomb falling on our heads. Unlike our brothers and sisters in Gaza, unlike our brothers and sisters in Sudan, unlike our brothers and sisters in Kashmir. Yes? No one's going to stop you and interrogate you and, put you on your knees and shove a, shotgun in your face. That's not going to happen. Yes? And that is opportunity. That represents opportunity. Because we're not worried by that. We're not worried by survival, so we can think of thriving. That is al-faragh. And to squander it is squandering, as the Prophet said, one of the two greatest blessings. The blessing of as-sihha and al-faragh. That's reflection number one. Reflection number two, in particular, is about the word the Prophet ﷺ used, which is مَغْبُونٌ فِيهِمَا كَثِيرٌ مِّنَ النَّاسِ, from the word ghabn. And al-ghabn is to transact a transaction. And inshallah, our dear brother Khalid will speak a lot about transactions, inshallah, soon. But transact a transaction, but you're cheating the person who is on the opposite side in a sly manner. They didn't realize you cheated them. They didn't realize you shortchanged them. It's like going to the butcher, getting a couple of pounds of meat, only to realize it's like a short by a couple of it's a pound and a half and not two. Yes, being shortchanged like that, that is in reality what the word ghabn means, being cheated. What the Prophet ﷺ is implying here is مَغْبُونٌ فِيهِمَا كَثِيرٌ مِّنَ النَّاسِ. These two blessings, people don't realize they're cheating themselves out of these. Because everybody gets it. Good health, opportunity, freedom and free time, we all get it. And when we waste it, we don't realize we are cheating ourselves out of the opportunity to do good at that time. So we ask Allah to give us the tawfiq to make the best use of our time and our health, to continue to learn, to grow, to contribute, and to come closer to Him. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you for listening. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. So I'm a little out of breath because I was trying to jump through like hurdles and whatnot to get here. Alhamdulillah. So